Okay, so next up in terms of non-comic lineup, because this kind of sprang from the Witchblade lineup, non-comic characters I could see hosts for the Darkness. Now, most of you guys know Darkness is another Image Top Cow comic series involving Jackie Estacado, who was a gangster who, at the age of 21, got his family curse of being possessed by the Darkness, which is this ancient godlike entity that allows the user to control darkness and summon demons from it. Now, there's a bit more to it, but I figured I'd give you the gist of it, and just say, what if someone else got the Estacado curse? Someone else could get, someone else got the old Jackie Estacado curse, and what would that be like for that person in particular? So, anyway, here we go. It's talking about some characters, not because there's a bunch that I could easily see wielding this power, but I figured, what the hell, let's talk about a few. Starting with Marco from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I think Marco would make an interesting, he would make an interesting host for the Darkness, mostly because he would be he fights monsters, and let's not forget that there's a mention and hints that Monster Arm could still be residing within him. So I feel like the Darkness could see that darkness within him and possess him. Could you imagine Marco with all those demons at his command? He would be probably telling them, "Go make me nachos." "Sure, boss." Nachos. Oh man. I can't even fathom what that would be like. But no, could you imagine his martial arts skills mixed with the, demonic powers he would now have at his beck and call? I shudder to think what that would be like. Honestly, I shudder what that would, what that kind of would ensue. So, other characters following that would be Dipper from Gravity Falls. I feel like he would be an interesting host for the Darkness. But yeah, here's the thing. When you get the Darkness, you can't have sex or you die. You can't have sex or you die. So, so I feel bad for Marco and Dipper now because they can't have sex. They wouldn't be able to have sex, but there's no good side to this because you're damned if you have this power. So there's no really good side to this outlook. But Dipper, I feel like, could control it to an extent. Obviously you'd have to be 21 when you get these. You get these powers when you're 21, and by then Dipper's already kind of would probably have immersed himself into the supernatural and has since learned some kind of he's learned to master the supernatural, and I feel like I'm now I now have control over all of these demons. Sweet, let's go wreck shit. So I feel like, I've always had it in my... Real quick, though, I've always had it in, my own my own headcanon for Dipper when he's older. I kind of imagine an older Dipper, at least in my headcanon, is kind of like a John Constantine or Dean Winchester kind of motherfucker. Just going around fighting demons, fighting monsters, doing exorcisms, all that. So you can imagine that kind of Dipper with the power of the Darkness at his command. Yeah, it wouldn't, he'd be this very jaded kind of asshole, really. Anyway, so next up would be, I think, honestly, Rock from Black Lagoon. Rock from Brock from Black Lagoon would be an interesting pick, because I feel like if the Darkness could choose its hosts, it could see literally the Darkness growing inside of Rock. And we've seen that throughout from the beginning of the series, from Roberta's Bloody Trail, that Rock is kind of becoming more and more of a monster. The city of Roanapur is slowly poisoning him. So I feel like it would be an interesting choice for him. It'd be an interesting choice, but I feel like that kind of intelligence, as well as that inner darkness, would attract the Darkness to, bond itself with him. So there you go. Again, I'm kind of making it look like symbiotes, but anyway. Excuse me. So anyway, what else did I want to say? So Rock from Black Lagoon, there you go. Another character, Another anime, Train from Black Cat. Train would be another interesting pick, along with Train from Black Cat would be another one because he would probably be constantly fighting the darkness, and you can't fight. As Zoom stupidly once said, you can't lock up the darkness. We've already established several times over that I suck at voicing, so shut up. Anyway, so Train would be, eventually kind of, I feel like he'd be worn down and eventually, let himself be taken by it. Other characters, I would say, Soul from Soul Eater would be another one. Black Star, I feel like Black Star would be, probably a pretty bad one. Sasuke from Naruto, more than likely he could be, that power would consume him. Yeah, because we've already seen Sasuke with power just does not work, does it? Right, Shippuden? Anyway, so, Neji would probably, I feel like Neji and a few other male, like Shikamaru, Neji, and even Shino from Naruto would possibly would probably have the willpower and strength to kind of fight through the darkness and, use it in their own way. Same with, I feel like Randy from Randy Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja, by the way. So yeah, Randy from Randy Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja. There's another guy who, I feel like he would be fighting that darkness, and yeah, he's already, how many times has he been possessed? Like the Halloweenja, it took over the suit and he had no control over it. Same with when his body got taken, he had no control over that. Yeah, he's not really good with possession, so if the darkness did take him, I feel like, this guy, he would use the power and abuse it, and let the darkness slowly consume him, more or less. So that would be, just not good for anybody, really. That would just not be fun for anyone, now would it? There's so many characters, with so many other characters I could see being, consumed by this power or trying to, rise above and control it. There's so many others. But yeah, so you guys just leave in the comment section below what characters, and keep in mind, just like with Witchblade, it's only male characters that can wield the darkness. So comment below, let me know, what non-comic hosts could you see being controlled by the darkness? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later. One more thing before I forget. Just real quick, guys. This was, this and the Witchblade, well, the Witchblade one came out of a suggestion, but I just want to reestablish, I don't normally take suggestions for the non-comic lineup stuff. This was just, the Spawn 117 just said, hey, what about Witchblade? And it kind of leaked in there. So normally it's kind of this, I'm just bending the rules just this once. The darkness wasn't the same. The darkness just kind of springboarded out of the Witchblade idea for me. So I thought of this one. So yeah. Anyway, I don't want to sound mean or anything. I just don't want to, do requests for the non-comic lineup. But anyway, but once again, really looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this one. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.